The credit cards that stand out when it comes to your spending outside of gas, groceries, dining, and other accelerated categories. This will be your last chance to grab the elevated welcome bonus on the RBC Avion Visa Infinite card and Black Friday offers galore. All this and more in Rewards Canada's This Week in Rewards for November 16th through to the 22nd, 2024. If you're new to Rewards Canada and are looking to make the most of your loyalty programs and credit card rewards, you've come to the right place. This is your weekly dose of credit card, loyalty, rewards, and travel happenings in Canada. As always, we're going to kick things off with credit cards. Credit cards are the easiest way for Canadians to rack up points, miles, cashback, you name it, anything to do with loyalty rewards. Credit cards are the easiest way. And when it comes to spending your hard-earned money via credit cards, a lot of the talk comes down to the accelerated categories. 5 times points this, 3 times points that, 2 times points that. But what about the people who have to spend a lot of money outside of those categories and it's not accelerated? Well, these are some of the best cards. This feature, which will be linked to in the description below, show the best card options for that everyday spending when you don't receive accelerated earn rates. We actually list quite a few cards in the feature, so we won't discuss them all in the video here. We'll look at some of the top options or the top programs connected to credit cards where you can, rack up more value for your, I'll call it 1 times point spending, even though in some cases it won't be 1 times points. So the first card in the feature, probably one of the best overall in terms of this everyday spend, and I shouldn't call it actually everyday spend, I'll just call it non-bonus spend because groceries are everyday spend and you can get accelerated earn rates. So one of the better non-bonus category cards is the Scotiabank Platinum American Express card. So this card earns 2 Scene Plus points per dollar spent across the board. It doesn't matter what you spend it on, you're getting 2 points per dollar. And with the Scene Plus program, you're typically redeeming 1,000 points for $10, so that works out to 1 cent per point. So those 2 points per dollar gives you a 2% return on all your spending. That's pretty decent. It's a nice earn rate. You don't have to worry about, am I getting 1%, 3%, 2%? You're getting 2% across the board. But what also makes this card stand out is that there's no foreign transaction fees, just like some of the other Scotiabank cards. So when you're traveling outside of Canada or shopping online outside of Canada, you're not going to pay that 2.5%, all the way up to a 3% fee on some cards that they charge on foreign transactions, and you're still going to earn the 2 Scene Plus points per dollar. So you're getting 2% back on all your foreign currency spending as well. We actually call this card a sleeping giant as it doesn't get much focus, but it's definitely better than a lot of cards in Canada. It's one of the overall best cards in Canada because of that straight 2% return, the no effects fees, the great lounge access with 10 lounge passes per year. You do pay $399 for this card per year, but there's a lot of benefit to that $399. So it's definitely a card to check out, especially if you have a lot of non-category bonus spending and a lot of non-category bonus spending outside of Canada, especially. So the next card is the one that Rewards Canada family uses the most for non-category bonus spending, and that's the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card. So this card earns 2 Marriott Bonvoy points on all non-bonus category spending. It has a category bonus of 5 points per dollar for Marriott, but all other spending is 2. We value Marriott Bonvoy points at a minimum of 1 cent each, so that's a 2% return. But it can go higher than that. We've had recently redemptions of 1.1, 1.4, so you're looking 2.2, 2.8%, but it can go even higher than that. We've put examples up on the Rewards kind of website where you're earning, 3 cents per point or more. So that's like a 6% return. So it can actually be one of the best cards for everyday spending. I actually think it is the best card for everyday spending. But if you're somebody who's not staying at Marriott hotels or doesn't use the Marriott Bonvoy program, well then of course something like the Scotiabank Platinum American Express card or some of the other cards we list here will be better options for you. But for me, the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card is the best option in terms of everyday spending. Not only that, you get the annual free night award. After you have had the card for a year, you get an annual free night every year on your anniversary. That in itself can pay for the card's annual fee. The annual fee on the card is $120 per year. That annual free night easily can be redeemed for hotel nights for $200, $300. I've even had examples on the site of $400 per night. So huge value just from that free night award. And then you have everything else that the card offers. It's actually another one of those kind of hidden gems in Canada that a lot of people don't know about. It gets written about a lot in the points and miles world, but outside of that, a lot of people aren't aware of this very valuable card. Now next up, it's kind of like Marriott It's the cards in the market that offer airline points. So whether it's Aeroplan points or the option to convert to Aeroplan, British Airways Executive Club, or the option to convert to British Airways Executive Club, and also Air France KLM. So a bunch of these cards, whether it's the TD Aeroplan cards, CIBC Aeroplan cards, the American Express membership rewards cards like the Cobalt and Platinum where you can convert to Aeroplan, the RBC Avion Visa Infinite card where you can convert to British Airways, or the RBC British Airways card, so on and so forth, and the Air France KLM Flying Blue World Elite MasterCard from Brim. All of these cards, their base earn rates are 1 to 1.25 points on the non-accelerated categories. That may not seem like it's very much, and we value all those currencies at 1.5 cents each at a minimum. So that means you're getting a return of 1.5% to 1.875%. That may not seem like, well, I can probably do better on other cards, but I'm saying that's a minimum, because if you redeem those points for higher value economy class rewards, I'm looking at you Flying Blue, or business or first class rewards, and if you're redeeming for those type of rewards, you're looking at returns of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or even more cents per point. So that means your non-bonus return or your non-bonus spending return is 2, 3 to 6 or more percent. Again, untouchable. That's kind of like the Marriott card, or even in a lot of cases may even be better than the Marriott card. But it just comes down to how you redeem those points, where you redeem those points, and the value you're getting for those points. So there's fluctuations there, but I'm just saying, like with Aeroplan, British Airways, Air France, KLM, you should be able to pull at least 1.5 cents. A lot of people say you should be able to pull 2. I agree, 2 is relatively easy to pull. So again, all these cards are a 2 to 2.5% return. You'll notice that's kind of the base value here in this feature. It's about 2% for all these cards in terms of returns in the categories that you don't earn accelerated earn rates. If you're not looking for travel and are more interested in cash back cards, you have the American Express Simply Cash Preferred card. This is a 2% cash back card on all non-accelerated categories. So again, that's easy. Cash back 2%, all your spending outside of groceries and gas on that card. So it's good to know, and that's unlimited 2%. And then if you happen to be a Rogers Fido Shock customer, of course, we're going to touch upon the Rogers Red MasterCard or the Rogers Red World Elite MasterCard. Both of those cards, if you're a Rogers customer, earn you 2% cash back on all your spending, which is amazing. It's another great 2% card. But again, if you redeem your cash back from those Rogers cards to Rogers products or services, you're actually going to get a 50% boost. You're getting 3% cash back. So an excellent return on everyday non-category bonus spending. That's the way I should call it. Everyday non-bonus category spending. You're going to earn 3% with those cards when you redeem it towards Rogers services. So there you go. Check out the feature. The link will be below. There's a few, we touch upon which cards in terms of Aeroplan, British Airways, Air France make the most sense and give you more details there. I'd love to hear your feedback. What cards do you guys use for your non-bonus category spending? So the only other thing we'll cover here in credit cards is the elevated welcome bonus on the RBC Avion Visa Infinite and Visa Platinum cards. Right now you can earn 55,000 bonus points on those cards. That offer will be coming to an end on November 25th and is not being extended. So if you've been considering this card and are watching this video soon enough, it's going to go up November 22nd. So by November 25th, you'll want to apply for the cards and get those elevated bonuses, either on the Visa Infinite or Visa Platinum. I know I dog on these cards a lot. The Avion Rewards program in terms of the earn to burn, and that's when you're redeeming for Avion Rewards. But as mentioned in the previous part of this video, when you're converting those to like British Airways or some of Avion's other airline partners, there can be a lot of value here, and it's a big bonus. 55,000 points, I mean, that's $550 or more in value. Actually, you have to spend $5,000 to get the full thing, so you're gonna have 60,000 points, so $600 or more in value. It's a big shot of points right away, and that's what's great about these Avion offers. It's a big amount of points that you're getting relatively quickly, that you can start redeeming for travel relatively quickly. You're not gonna be waiting for a full year like many of the credit card welcome bonuses that are in the market right now. This episode of This Week in Rewards is proudly brought to you by Saley. Saley is a new eSIM service brought to you by Nord Security, who are famous for their NordVPN service. Canada is famous, or should I say infamous, for having some of the highest costs for mobile services, and this extends beyond our borders when using your Canadian provider while traveling abroad. Using an eSIM service is a great way to save on those excessive fees, and Saley provides affordable eSIM services in over 160 countries and 8 regions. With a Saley eSIM, you'll always have a connection when needed, and you won't have to worry about high fees or needing to search out a cafe or hotel with a poor Wi-Fi connection, nor do you have to worry about carrying multiple SIM cards and fumbling about to switch them over. You'll save yourself time at the airport or train station, as you won't have to go buy yourself a local card. With Saley, all you have to do is download their app and then pick the plan that works for you, and you can save 15% with our exclusive discount code RWRDS It can be for a single country like the US, an entire region like Europe, or you can even go for a global plan. The plans range from 1 day to an entire year and provide 5 to 20 gigabytes of data. The Saley app will guide you through the process to set up your eSIM, including activation, but you don't have to worry about losing time or data, as it only turns on automatically once you have landed at your destination. For our listeners and viewers, you can get that exclusive 15% discount on Saley eSIM data by downloading the Saley app and using code REWARDSCANADA, all one word, lowercase, REWARDSCANADA, at checkout, or go to saley.com/rewardscanada to have the code automatically applied. Before we continue on to loyalty and travel news, if you like today's content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you don't do so, hit that notification bell so you're notified of when we post new videos, share the video with friends, family, coworkers, and leave us a comment below if you have any questions about the loyalty programs we're talking about in today's video, the credit cards, or anything else to do with loyalty and credit cards in Canada or worldwide. All right, so travel and loyalty for the next few weeks, the big things are all the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Cyber Week holiday deals. We started touching upon it in last week's video. We told you about Air Canada's Aeroplan Black Friday offers, but that didn't include their flight offers. That's the first one this week that was just released, and that's Air Canada's Black Friday Worldwide Seat Sale, which offers a share of 75 million Aeroplan points. So not only do you have a seat sale, but when you register for this offer, you're going to earn at least 1,000 bonus points for any flight bookings you make with Air Canada during this promotion, but they call it a share of 75 million Aeroplan points. So they're going to give out 75 million Aeroplan points in total during the seat sale for everybody who registered for this offer. So what that means is that, say if 25,000 members register and book, there's 75 million points being shared among those 25,000 members. So that's 3,000 bonus points each. So depending on how many people book during the offer, and have to be registered. I mean, if Aeroplan members book this offer but aren't registered for the offer, they're not going to earn the bonus. So that's why I keep saying register. So depending how many people do this, you're going to get 1,000 points, 2,000, 3,000, whatever share of the 75 million points. To be eligible to earn the bonus points, like I said, you have to register for the offer and you have to book your flights by December 1st for travel completed between December 6th and June 15th, 2025. As always with Aeroplan promotions, this does not count towards past bookings because it's tied into this worldwide seat sale that just launched. So you have to book it during this sale. And then the next big Black Friday offer that a lot of people look for is the Shoppers Drug Mart biggest bonus redemption event. We do have the details of this. It hasn't launched yet, but this year it's going to run from November 29th through to December 4th. So PC Optimum members will be able to earn an extra $400 in value. I guess I should say up to an extra $400 in value when you redeem your points online or in store at Shoppers Drug Mart. Like I said, it's between November 29th and December 4th. So the bonuses work this way. If you redeem 50,000 points, you're going to get $25 extra in value, which is $75 off. Redeem 130,000 points, you're going to get $70 extra, which is $200 off. 250,000 points will get you $400 off. That's 150 extra, and it's going to go all the way up to redeeming 500,000 points or 500,000 points. You're going to get up to $900 off, which is $400 extra for you. So this is really big. This is the offer a lot of people save up all year for. They call it the biggest bonus redemption event, but as we all know, it's not the biggest one anymore because at the beginning of October, they had that targeted offer that offered double value, which was even more value than this, but it was targeted. So I guess technically speaking, this is still the biggest bonus redemption event available to the entire public. But I will heed caution again. I've told people to start calling PC Optimum before you go take advantage of this offer to see if your account is frozen, because they're not telling people yet that your accounts are frozen. For redemption, of course, you can log into your account. So if you're concerned and you want to make sure you get this redemption offer and get this value when you go shop at Shoppers Drug Mart next week, I would call PC Optimum or email them and ask them, is my account frozen for redemption? Because I want to take part in this promotion next week. Because there are going to be people who are going to be at the till, they're going to try and redeem, they're not going to be able to, and PC Optimum's customer service is going to be inundated with calls with people sitting at the cash register trying to redeem their points, wanting to redeem their points, and they're not going to be able to because they're going to be told it's going to take a few business days for us to look at your account and potentially unfreeze it. Now, there are some words that customer service has a bit more power now to unfreeze accounts, so maybe that'll be different with this redemption event. I really hope it is, but I have a feeling that myself, I'm also going to be inundated with emails because that October event, a lot of you emailed me afterwards saying you were unable to redeem. It came to you as a shock and surprise. So just be aware of that. I mean, it's an amazing redemption event, but as always, some people end up getting stuck with not being able to redeem. And we'll end out this video with a bit of travel news, and that is WestJet has released a lot of details of their summer 2025 flight schedule, which includes new routes to the US, new routes to Europe. Some of the highlights are Calgary to Anchorage, Calgary to Raleigh, Durham, Edmonton to Salt Lake City. There's a new route between St. John's and Paris, which is really cool. And then we have flights like Halifax to Paris coming back. What else do we have there? Vancouver to Boston, Vancouver to Tampa. So a decent expansion of flights from WestJet. And then they're going to increase a lot of capacity within Canada and on a lot of their existing routes as well, like Calgary to Seoul is getting more additional frequencies. So there will be lots of flight options with WestJet next year in 2025. And speaking of WestJet, be sure to check out the latest Rewards Canada podcast. This is one of our full episode podcasts. We break down and discuss the changes to WestJet Elite status for 2025 with the former head of WestJet Rewards, who was there when they brought in the Elite status programs. He's one of the people who helped spearhead this. The link to the video will be right here or in the description. And that's all she wrote for this week. Be sure to check out the Rewards Canada website on a daily basis if you can, and our social media, especially right now with all the different Black Friday, Cyber Monday offers. We're going to be posting so many things that I don't even think we'll link them all even in the newsletter, let alone here in the videos. Be sure to check out our Black Friday, Cyber Week holiday deals page where we round up all the offers and put them all on there. The link will be below in the description again. But of course, if you don't have the opportunity to check us out on a daily basis, do subscribe to our newsletter because we do try to put a summary of everything in Friday's newsletter. Then Saturday is our bonus points bulletin where we list all the bonus points offers for flights, hotels, shopping, car rentals, you name it. It's your ticket to earning more miles, more points, and more rewards. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.